Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. I got a feeling out there. It's Sunday, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to talk some football, ladies and gentlemen? Y'all ready to talk some football? Let's go. Hey, y'all not rocking with your boy T.Y. This is T.Y. Ray TV. And this is week 2 of the NFL picks. And it's a beautiful Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday. Beautiful Sunday, y'all. Get myself situated. Yeah, it's go time. Thank y'all for people coming in the bushes to win some lunch money. Y'all could be anywhere in the world. Y'all here with me, and I appreciate it. Y'all know that. Man, look at that instrumental. That instrumental going hard. Yeah, we will get into it, man. We'll get into it. Week 2. All right. Thank you. Man, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Even if you guys watching, it's okay. Hit the like button. People that will be here for the playback, hit the like button. Because I know a lot of y'all want me to be wrong about these picks. Last week, I was only wrong about one game. And I like to just put my hat on that. Thinking I know a little bit something about some football. You know what I'm saying? I only just played it my whole life. I only studied it my whole life. So I know a little bit about something, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just a Monday couch quarterback, you know what I'm saying? I actually study this stuff and I look at stuff and, even if it's my team, if they play like shit, I'm going to tell y'all my team played like shit, you know what I'm saying? The Lions last week played like shit. Without further ado, though, let me bring up the schedule because we only here for 30. Not even. Sometimes we might tell over and go a little bit longer, but I like to be out of here 1:00. My Lions play at 1:00. So, I probably skip out of here 5 minutes early so I can get my bets in. You know what I'm saying? So let me, without further ado, let's get it rocking. First of all, I want to say what's up to everybody. I hope everybody had an amazing week. The week flew by. It seems like once the tail end of summer happens, it seems like we jump right into fall and then, it start flying, start cooking through, the weeks of football is flying by and now we ready. You know what I'm saying? So right now, the first game was Thursday and we had that Washington and Packers. And I knew the Packers is at home. I knew the Packers were going to win. I hoped for Washington to win, but I feel like Packers got a lot of momentum on their side. They got a lot of hype. They got the crowd behind them. And they had, they play at the crib. And that's another thing. You got 2 home games to start their season off, man. Like, what a way to start the season off, being at the crib for 2 straight games. Now, their next game is in Cleveland. And then after that, they play the Cowboys. But the Packers do have a great chance to start their season off 4-0. I can't stand the Packers. Matter of fact, I take it one deeper than that. I hate the Packers, as I should. I'm a Lions fan. I should hate the Packers. And I do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no deep hatred, but I don't care for them. I want them to lose, and they're going to lose. Like, don't get me wrong. They're going to lose. And when they lose, I'm going to be right here popping the most. But they're winning right now. You got to get credit. What credit is due. What credit is due. They beat the Lions. You know what I'm saying? And they beat Washington. 2 of the best teams in the NFC last year. So you got to give them their credit right now. And I will do that. Even though I don't like them, I will give them their credit. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure I'm good. All right. So they won 27-18. And now they chilling. The game start off today. Here's my picks off the rip. You got the Giants playing in Dallas. I got Cowboys winning that. Now, do I got them covering? I got the Cowboys covered. All right. Let me pull it up and pull it up. All right. So the point spread is 5.5 Cowboys. Now, I'm thinking the Cowboys win. I think the offense showed us enough that they can beat the Cowboys by at least 7 to 10 points. I think the offense showed that. Now, you do have Cowboys defense that's still shaky. And right now, Russell Wilson haven't showed me nothing to say that he can push the offense to even like scare Dallas, especially in Dallas. So with the point spread, I got Dallas covering the 5.5. I take the over, the 44.5. I take the over. I think the Cowboys offense can easily put up 27, 30 points on the Giants. And I think the Giants offense can give you 14 points. You know what I'm saying? So I would take that. I would take the over 5.5, which I will do. You know, I will put my money where my mouth is. Don't do what I do, and I do not encourage y'all to gamble. But for those that just doing a parlay and picking teams, pick Dallas. All right. But if you want to be, deep with it, pick the over, pick the points. And even though they play each other pretty good, I just think, I'm just going with the offense. I think Dak played amazing last week, but I know he fall off after week 8, but this is week 2. So go ahead, get your lunch money. Thank me later. All right. Next game we got, y'all look down. We got Seattle Steelers. We're going to go like left to right, like Seattle Steelers. Steelers at the crib. I can't say I know enough about Seattle to say who going to win what. All right. I'm not going to say that. And hold on. I'm not going to jump out there. Hold on 1 second. All right, there we go. Sorry, I had some feedback. But I do like the Steelers. I like the way their defense played last week. Aaron Rodgers looked like he got a lot to prove. And when Aaron Rodgers got something to prove, you got to give him the benefit of the doubt. All right. They're playing in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is going to be a tough place to play in. And I would like to say I'm going to go ahead with the Steelers. The 3.5 cover. Over 40. I don't know. I just don't know that much about Aaron Rodgers if he's going to push that offense. Like right now, I think Aaron Rodgers can put 14 points on the board. I think the kicker can give you 6. So I think Pittsburgh offense can at least give you 20 points a game. Right? Seattle, I don't know. I don't know what's up with Seattle, man. I think their offense is going to stall out this year. They made a lot of changes over on that team. So I'm taking Pittsburgh just for the win. Don't worry about the over, under, point spread. Pittsburgh. These are for the people that's drinking parlays and wins. All right. Cowboys, Steelers. All right. That's 2. Then you go over to the Rams and Titans, and I like the Rams. I'm sorry. I like their defense. I like their offense. As long as Matt Hoffer, Stafford, as long as he's healthy, they're good to go. All right. They're good to go. Hold on. All right. So Rams. I picked the Rams over Tennessee. I'm sorry for that. Rams over Tennessee. Point spread is 5.5. Yeah, I think the Rams can put up some crazy points. Now, we're not going by points. Rams is on the road. But I still think the Rams can beat them by 10 or more points. I do. Their offense is just that potent. All right. Their offense is that good. And I'm take the points, take the overs too. Like, I don't think Tennessee doing that with the Rams. All right. Tennessee may be lucky to score other than 3 points. I mean, that's how I'm looking at it. But this is early. This is week 2. But I'm picking the Rams on the straightaway, okay? Rams. Bills, Jets. Now, this is the game right here, y'all. This is that tricky game. Y'all going to have a tricky game once a week. It's going to have one game that you don't know where to put your money is. And, your money at. And I understand. Bills is that team. They came back from a lucky down by, 40-25 and pulled out one. But Jets got a good defense also. Jets got a good defense. And they got Justin Fields, which if you don't contain him, he will run on you. This gonna be a closer game than last week. The score is gonna be different. I don't see Jets putting up crazy points, even though they put up some points against the Steelers. But I'm gonna say, now this might be the one game I mess up on. I think that take the Jets with the plus 5.5. If Buffalo Bills win and beat the Jets, I'm thinking they beat them by a field goal. I just don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. And I can be wrong, but they're playing in New York, and I just want to give New York the early benefit of the doubt. This is a game I definitely can be wrong with, but I'm going out on a limb. And the powers that be is going to be mad at me right now for saying this, but I'm taking the Jets to cover. Bills to win, a close one if y'all just going by wins. But if y'all going by point spreads and y'all building up, Jets cover. And I'm going to say under. I'm going to take the under 46.5. I could be definitely wrong. You know what I'm saying? Justin could throw for 2 touchdowns and run for 1. The Jets can put up 21. They put up over 20-something last. Well, they put up 27 or something. Oh, they put up some points last week. And the Bills put up some points last week. So if you take the over, that can happen too. So I'm not messing with the points on this. I think the Jets won't lose by 5.5. And I think the Bills can win by 3. Patriots and Dolphins. I don't even want to bother with this game. The Patriots let me down. This is the team that if they would have won last week, I would have went for 100%. And that's hard to do. I ain't talking about 5-0, 4-0, and some of these media guys on TV, they just pick 3 or 4 games. I picked every game on the schedule in the National Football League and only missed 1 game. That's rare. I'm telling you, that's rare for me because I never done it. But it happened. And I got a parlay that says the same thing that I picked. I missed off 1 parlay, and it was these Patriots that cost me $481.25 or something like that. If they would have won last week, I'd have been $500 richer. But that's neither here or there. I just want to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Until I come till my record is like 500. But as long as I'm like calling it right now, and I'm right now, I'm doing good. I'm gonna just talk my shit for real. But anyway, Patriots, Dolphins at the home. Dolphins got a lot to prove because the coach job is on the line. I look at the Dolphins to putting up some points and beating New England. All right. I feel like right now they got the Dolphins 1.5. I'm taking the Dolphins. I'm taking the 1.5. I'm taking the over. Well, Patriots got some good defense. But if you had to, I would take the over. But for the win, Dolphins at home. Dolphins, this is a must win for the Miami Dolphins. So I'm taking the Dolphins at home. Taking the Dolphins at the crib. All right, we got Jacksonville and Cincinnati. Cincinnati at home. I'm not even going to play with y'all. I'm just going to take Cincinnati. Jacksonville, as long as their quarterback play is steady, they can pull it off. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. But I'm never going to go against Cincinnati at the crib. I'm just not going to do it. The point spread is 3.5. I like it. The over-under for that game is 49.5 because they both got some nice offense. They got 2 great quarterbacks. So I wouldn't be surprised if the score is like 32-28 or 27. This game can definitely go over 50 points. This could be an easy 3-piece parlay right here. Like you can go the point spread, the over, and then you can pick Burrows and the quarterbacks to both throw under 200 yards. But it could be one of them games where they stinking up the joint, and neither one of them throw over 210. It's one of those games. But I'm going with the Bengals, to cover. What's going on? Hey, what's going on, Cola? Next game is the I'm sorry. I'm skipping because I'm looking at my laptop. Y'all looking at the screen. 49ers and Saints. 49ers are without their starting quarterback. But we know the New Orleans Saints is in the Arch Manning sweepstakes. 49ers got the better defense. They are playing on the road. I don't want to touch this game, all right? For the sake of me just calling out the picks, I'm going to go 49ers. They have the all-around better team. The Saints need to lose this to, stay on pace to get the number 1 draft pick. But this could be one of them games that 49ers is looking past, and the Saints jump out on them and squeeze one out. But I'm going to go with the 49ers as anybody in their right mind would because the Saints is going to be the worst team in the league. Bottom 3. Promise y'all. All right. But, let's go 49ers just for the sake of picking a team. All right. And so now we go straight down. We're going to go to the Browns Ravens, but we're going straight down. Bears, Lions. Lions, this is a must win. This is a must win for the Lions. Point spread is 6.5, so they saying Lions go in by a touchdown. The over-under is 46.5. I look at the Lions coming out, throwing up the playbook at Ben Johnson. All right, this is the former offensive coordinator that they playing against. This is first time facing his old team. I see him trying to do a lot of tricks in the bags that he didn't do last week. This will be a high-scoring game. I think it would definitely go over 46.5 points. I do like the Lions, you know what I'm saying, doing it to them and send out the message to the rest of the league like, we're not done, okay? Last week was a fluke. We messed up. We played like shit. To all our fans, to the whole National Football League, still be unaware. I'm looking for this to be a statement game by the Detroit Lions, and I'm looking for them to win this game. All right, so normally I don't bet on the Lions, but I have to pick them today because if they don't win this game, they start the season 0-2. I'm cooking them. I'm cooking them from this point on out because at this point, ain't nothing you can prove to me. If you can't be the first-time coach, knowing his offensive schemes and how he do stuff, then nah, I'm gonna cook him, and that is my team. I bleed Honolulu blue. I bleed it. I'm a Detroiter, true and blue, but I'm gonna call it how I see it. But I will pick the Lions in this game. All right, we roll on over to the Browns and Ravens. I got Ravens. Browns, Flacco, you know, I know you're going to try to prove something to your old team, but they know your tendencies, man. Flacco throwing an INT today. If y'all got Ravens defense on your fantasy, go ahead, pick him up. Pick them up. They're gonna show out today. And Jackson going to show off too. And the reason why they win, because they had one in their mittens and they let it slip through their fingers. They're going to take this out on the Browns. They taking it out on the Browns in a home opener. So go ahead, pick the Ravens. Pick the Ravens. Thank me later. Pick the Ravens. All right. I ain't going to say no more about that. Pick the Ravens. Then we go down to Broncos and Colts. I like the Colts. You know what I'm saying? I think I was wrong about Danny Dimes. I could have been wrong about him. But the Broncos got some good defense, and they got a nice QB leading the way. I got to think for a second who I want to pick. You know, I got to think. I kind of want to pick the Broncos. I do. My spider sense is telling me to pick the Broncos, but the Colts at home. But their defense is wild. I'm gonna pick the Broncos. All right, because I think their defense will have Danny Jones shaking. All right, so I'm gonna go on a limb and pick Denver. This might mess my whole week. I think on this week I might have 2 to 3 losses. All right. I'm going to pick Denver Broncos for the win on the road because I feel like Colts probably could get it going. They probably could win at home, but I'm going to pick Broncos. All right. We got the Cardinals, Panthers. I'm going to pick the Cardinals. They at home. That's the only reason I'm picking the Cardinals because they're at home. If they were playing in Carolina, I would pick the Carolina. But dude might be on a sophomore slump. I can't even lie. I can't lie. So I'm picking the Cardinals. They at the crib. And that's the only reason I'm picking the Cardinals. I'm keeping it real with y'all. I'm never going to sway y'all. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all when I say these picks. I'm always going to keep it 100 with y'all. Eagles, Chiefs. Now, I know the Chiefs at home. The Chiefs got the refs in their pocket, but I'm going with Eagles. I'm going with Eagles until I don't. How about that? I'm going with Eagles until they lose. How about that? Because y'all know, y'all heard me back years previous. I rocked out with KC. I'm a fan of Mahomes, but they X factor is X'd out. He's out. Xavier Worthy, their best receiver, is not playing today. He's out with a shoulder injury. Thanks to your guy, Mr. Taylor Swift, Chelsea, Travis Kelce ran into dude and knocked him out for a couple games. Being a veteran that you are, that shouldn't have happened. For all the years you played, you knocked out the best player the second best player on offense next to Mahomes. And because of your bonehead play, Mr. Swift, you didn't cost the Eagles not one L. Y'all getting another L today. Today, y'all getting an L. Eagles over KC. And if they win, it probably going to be one of them miraculous, one of those miracle refs throwing the flag, last play, late hit, roughing the passer, some BS to put KC in field goal range to pull it off by 3. Other than that, pick the Eagles, all right? Unless you live in KC and you're a Chiefs fan. If you just a person that loves football and call it for what it is, The Eagles is just as strong this year as they were last year, and as every football team, as the season roll on, you getting stronger and stronger. All right, so I'm picking the Eagles. Call it what you want. Don't be mad at me. Falcons, Minnesota at home. And I like the way JJ was slinging it last week. I think he got a lot of confidence. His coach got a lot of confidence in him. I'm picking Vikings over Atlanta. Now, Atlanta got the quarterback. They got the tools. They're going to be a team to watch. They're going to play spoiler to a lot of teams in the second half of the season. And next year, that might be a team we talking about. But this year, they not. NFC North Division is a hard division to come through. We don't play here. We got offense and we got defense. And the Atlanta Falcons is about to learn that today at 8:20. Tomorrow, we got two games. We got Buccaneers, Texas. A lot of people got the Texas, pulling that off. I like the Buccaneers, right? Buccaneers are a scrappy team. I'm going to pick the Buccaneers until not. Like, there's no reason why I would pick there's no reason why I would want to pick the Texans. They got the Texans though. So I gotta check it out because maybe the Buccaneers got some players injured that I don't know about, but they got the Texans at home winning 2.5. But I like the Buccaneers, and so I'm Buccaneers. All right, Buccaneers, and then tomorrow night you got the Raiders and Chargers. I told y'all my dark horse is the Chargers. I know the Raiders playing at home in Vegas. They got a new coach and all, but I like the Chargers. I'm gonna pick the Chargers, and they got the Chargers 3.5. I like the Chargers by a field goal. I do. So that's my pick for week 2. I mean, look, I got that done. What I kill this in? How long did it take me to put this in? 22 minutes. I put it in. 22 minutes. I got it in. So those are my picks for this week, y'all. Leave a comment. If y'all watch the games, if y'all was wrong, y'all want to talk mad shit to me, be like, you was wrong. You was wrong. I put $10 on it and I lost. Man, tell me about it. If you won and you like good picks, TY, just tell me good picks. If y'all say I don't know what I'm talking about, I don't care. Negative, positive, leave it in the chats, all right? Because I'm going to be here every week with my picks. Y'all can check me out on TikTok. I'm over there on TikTok too. So check me out on TikTok. I'll be start throwing up some highlights and all that other stuff up there. I'm kind of slow. Real life, long week with work, real life. And this week I got to prepare. Going to New York next weekend. So, real life always come. But on Sundays, your boy going to be right here dropping this stuff, let y'all know. And then I'll do the cleanup later. I'll come live tomorrow before the Monday night game. We'll talk about these games. And I'll tell y'all what I messed up at. Last week, only one loss. This week, I got a feel I'm going to catch 2 or 3. But it's okay, though. For the most part, it's all about how you choose. And if you think I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to have faith in your teams. Like I have faith in mine. That's why I picked, listen, they got to win. Lions, you have to win. And if you don't, you're going to get this work. It's your boy TY. Y'all could be anywhere in the world. Y'all here with me. I appreciate that. 3 strikes. I'm out. Y'all know why. I'm gone. Keep my outro.